Namaste. A very good evening to all. Feminism is not about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about the changing the way the world perceives that strength. तो नमस्कार, मैं शालिनी वर्मा दोहा कतर से आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ. First, I would like to wish Happy International Women's Equality Day to all my sisters and audience. First, I welcome all of you on behalf of the WICCI NRI Council in today's event, which is organized in association with Sustainable Future Foundation and SRISHTI Bharat. WICCI means Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Is a powerful network of more than 50,000 women, along with many councils at international, national region, and the city level connect. It basically promotes women to women business growth and economic activities. WICCI NRI Council, India's first international business chamber for women, empowering women entrepreneurs and leaders across India and globally who wish to engage with India. WICCI NRI Council also works for various social and community issues. And in this series today, we are here to celebrate International Women Equality Day. So on the same note, today we will listen the success story of few of the inspiring ladies through videos and learn from that. Now we can see how first we will listen the videos through videos, then how they overcome and shine out with bright success. But before that, let me introduce our audience to Miss Anar Mehta and Miss Achla Bhupend, who are with us today. Dr. Anar Mehta, our beautiful and elegant WICCI NRI Council President, who is also founder of SRISHTI Bharat, and with the idea that women are the pillar of society and once empowered, the nation will also get empowered. She is an active member of many prestigious organizations and received several national and international awards also. Now, I called Anar Mehta ji on the screen.
Thank you, Shalini ji. Hello, Achla ji. Thank you for wonderful organization. Good evening, all my soul sister. Wishing you a very, very happy International Women's Equality Day. We have met each other on the same platform and have shared our thoughts with each other in the past. But today I feel it's not just about our souls are being connected in a way where in actual term we can call each other soul sister. I don't have any agenda today, but I'll be speaking that I only want to share what I feel, I believe. I feel let us first break the bias, which is the trending slogan and will be one of the for 2022 and going further as well. But we thought it actually about, have we thought about the women equality? We need to end the word gender. We need to believe and spread the awareness that every woman has a man hidden in her. I feel first let the break the bias by inspiring our all the soul sisters who are aware of this biasness yet are trapped into it. We need to spread the awareness that we are our own villains in accepting the fact that we are living in a male dominating world. Let us arouse the hero within us so our sister out there know that we have to design a visionary but a logical and practical roadmap for putting gender equality, justice, and sustainability in the center of the recovery and a transformation for a sustainable tomorrow. It is unfortunate to say that this, but the biasness begins from the womb, even before the fetus is fully formed. Right up to the last breath, she breathes the mindsets, says a girl gets pink and the boys should have blue. Girls should play with the kitchen sets and the dolls, and boys should play with the cars and tools. But wait, what about the macho man wearing pinks and being tagged as the world famous culinary chefs? women flying the fighter planes and being awarded for the bravery and courageous acts. I have an example where one of our renowned actor of Bollywood, Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh, and the son of former Chief Minister of Mumbai, late Deshmukh sir, has started the breaking the bias from his home itself. Once his toddler had asked him about his favorite color, and to that Ritesh had answered pink. His son started giggling and said, "Dad, this is color for girls." Ever since that incident took place, he has ensured that once a week he should wear a pink outfit and would make his son wear the same as well. He has made his son understand there is nothing such as this for girls or this is for boys. Girl can go out and work and boys can stay home and do the household chores. There is nothing defined and there is no rule book for girls and boys. There should be no biasness. When I heard this on one of the shows, I wished all the men out there could think like this as well. Yet I find it shameful that I hail from a country where Ma Durga is worshipped and are called Shakti. And the same country where women are respected, women are called Shakti.
You can continue. We can hear you.
Sorry. Yes. I found it shameful that I hail from a country where Ma Durga is worshipped and women are called Shakti. And the same young woman became a victim or dies every other day because of alleged stove burst. But isn't surprising that nobody sues the stove manufacturer? I guess the answer is known to all. These are not stove accidents but dowry killings. Our sisters are burned like sweet potatoes without mercy, and yet it ends up an accident. We would all have heard that saying in Sanskrit, Etra Narya Shatru Pujante Ramathetra Devata, meaning God exists where women are respected with fairness and respect. We have just kept this for hearsay. Do we actually follow this? The girls of today need to be psychologically strong and determined to face difficulties with courage and go on with their lives. But that does not mean that they have given a license to misuse the freedom. I recently met a family during one of my social events. Their only child had committed suicide out of a concern that it was due to a financial crisis, education, and stress, and so on. Why did he commit suicide? I asked. That's when the beans were spilled and I had mistaken the she for he. This is very important. Just listen. Their daughter had got pregnant before marriage. The boy was a classmate but was not brave enough to marry her. Both the families blamed the girl and pointed fingers on her character. There was immense pressure on the girl from her own parents. The pressure of what will be the society say, how would they face the society. Surrounded with all this, girl was left with no option but to use her courage the wrong way. She was not brave enough to stand up for herself, but was brave enough to end her life. That's not it. She was a gold medalist. She earned a gold medal in economics, rare of the rarest, and the social activities that had aided a lot of ailing people. We need to recognize the problems of unwedded mothers in our society. Sex education should be a part of the syllabus in today's education. Every girl should be taught to know their worth. They must be told to find the courage to leave the table if respect is no longer being served. We just keep saying that gender equality today is required for a sustainable tomorrow, but now comes the question, how do we go about it? A study conducted by the World Economic Forum shows that women across the globe have only 68% of the rights, opportunities, and access to resources enjoyed by the world's men. These differences and the speed of progress is reducing them vary from country to country, and according to the World Economic Forum, at the current pace, it will still take another 100 years to eradicate gender disparities. Women, who constitute half of the world's human capital, are one of its most underutilized resources. The study shows that sustainable economic growth at national and global levels depends on women joining the labor force and fuller use being made of their skills and qualifications. More working women would also help offset of the negative effects of declining fertility rates and aging population. Female non-financial activities go unreflected. Their work in the home is also undervalued. In all the countries, women perform bulk of household duties without pay, even while working in the labor force. Childcare and household responsibilities fall in large part on women, with deleterious effects on their professional work and professional lives. Women are disadvantaged in the workplace by time, property, as they need to juggle the needs of home and work, intermittency as they need to take time off to take care of their elderly parents or children, and lack of mobility as they need to take up a job close to their home and family. Family-friendly practices need to be introduced. The government can take steps to better remunerate women's work, which is often assigned at lower value in terms of skill requirement and pay. Tax system should be designed in such a way that the second earners, often the women who earn far less, are not taxed at the same rate the male primary earner she should be. These matters might seem difficult, but they can make a huge difference. The difference will be seen maybe not tomorrow, but in coming years. I have much more to share and discuss, but understanding the time limitation we have, I would like to conclude that we need to understand that all that glitters is not gold and every white liquid is not milk. We will have to break the bias for a sustainable tomorrow, not only by attending seminars and events and spreading awareness, and by putting things by action. Let each of our soul sisters present here be shown that they can be courageous as Jhansi Ki Rani, and the same time with the entrepreneur like Angela Merkel that even a topmost male entrepreneur would envy. She can be a soldier firing a gun at a war and a mother singing a lullaby. Let us all together take an oath, a pledge, here to prove that action speaks louder than words, and stand up for gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow. Dear soul sister, let's all celebrate Women Equality Day today and every day.
Thank you so much, Energy, really, for your inspiring word. You are a real inspiration for all of us.
Thank you.
Now, next, I want to introduce our audience to our WICCI NRI National Vice President, Ms. Achla Bhupendra. Achla is currently holding the position of WICCI NRI National Vice President. She is a dynamic lady from Rajasthan, currently working in Dubai and Delhi and Chandigarh. As well as she is an environment consultant by profession, social worker by passion. She is a chairperson of Sustainable Future Foundation and vice president of Bharati Bhasha Sambardhan Sansthan. Apart from that, she is also international director of Middle East MSME Startup Forum Bharat. Achla ji, really she is an example. She is not well. She is traveling from somewhere, but still she is handling all these program today. She is handling this event also. So really, Achla ji, thank you so much. So now I will, if you want, you can just say hi to everyone. After then, you can come later on.
Thank you so much, Shalini. It's actually too much. It's my job and it's my responsibility and it's my interest to handle everything. And without support from everybody, the sisters in front of me, I actually cannot do anything. So, best wishes from my side. I'm really looking forward to see the wonderful videos which we have received from the sisters from every country. So, please go ahead and play the video.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Achla ji. Now, audience, we will start the program. Now, going ahead, let me give brief intro to all the ladies which we are honoring today. Today, we have Shweta Srivastava from Nigeria. I will give the brief intro, everyone. So Shweta ji is the executive director and co-founder of the Telenautical Limited Nigeria. She is also the incoming secretary of Rotary Clubs of Eco Atlantic and executive member of Lagos Business School Alumni Association. Shweta is a dynamic leader who champions several social causes through various platforms. Shweta has executed several projects on electronic waste recycling, women health, youth vocational training, plastic waste, tree plantation, and many more. Her project on school girls hygiene and menstrual health project Ominira has been widely recognized and supported by international Rotary clubs. Now, let me introduce our second participant, Mokshi Virk. Mokshi Virk is a proud Indo Canadian. She is the founder director of a non profit organization, Indo Canadian Association. She is a realtor, TV and radio host, community leader. Her passion lies in community services and making a difference in the lives of her fellow citizens. We have many more. Now we have with us Shirin Lakhani ji. Shirin ji is the strong lady from Australia, Sydney. She is a mother, wife, sister, and daughter. She is a proud entrepreneur taking care of 5 businesses on her own. She is associated with many Australian organizations and a proud member of WICCI NRI Council. She is planning to launch her WICCI NRI Sydney Council also. Now, next we have Harita Mehta. Harita Mehta is a versatile personality. She is known face in Indian community in Sydney. She has zeal to serve community. She has received many prestigious awards and recognized for her community work. She was India's youth representative for Commonwealth from 2005 to 2011. As a media person, she often highlights the positive stories and raises voice on the concerned matters. She has written 4 books and also owns her small business. So audience, we have so many dynamic leader here. Now next we have the Kirtida. Kirtida Shah is a health professional and dedicated community leader since last 12 years in Western Australia. She is born in Ahmedabad. Kirtida migrated to Perth, Western Australia along with her family in 2005 and has since strived to promote both Gujarati and Indian culture. Her passion include women empowerment, awareness and education on domestic violence, engagement and promoting in Indian culture, tradition and value. Now next we have Shushmita Kumar. Shushmita Kumar, she is the CEO and director of a high jewelry brand. She is a businesswoman, a noted speaker, designer and global goodwill ambassador also. She is the member of board of trustees of AWHPI. She believes in the strength of human mind in achieving the impossible and surviving life. She is committed to sustainable future initiative and participates in several talk shows also. She also voices strongly on gender equality and women empowerment. Now next we have Parul Mehta. Parul Mehta is a founder of Indian Matrimonial. She is based in Sydney and provides personalized and exclusive matchmaking services. She is passionate about helping first generation migrant to Australia via multiple channels. Since last 15 years she is doing all these things. Assisting females with their mental health and financial independence is her strength. Now, last but not, now we will call Madhusmita Nayak. Madhusmita Nayak, she is based in UAE. She is a businesswoman from UAE. She is staying there since last 10 years and working for many community causes. So, audience, now I request our technical team to please play the video we have received from these sisters.
As a privilege. So the first thing, like, the struggle starts when you are in school. I studied in a small.
Namaskar, Harita ji. Harita ji, please tell us about your struggle story and how you overcame it.
So struggles in a life. I'm sure everybody has their own struggle. Everybody must have found the way in their own unique way. A struggle in our community or in society, being a woman, it's itself a big struggle. I won't say a struggle, but on the other way, it's a privilege. But the society never see it as a privilege. So the first thing, like, the struggle starts when you are in school. I studied in a small town, all the girls school, and there were lots of favorism. The taste of the favorism I tasted at the very young age, where the teacher was favoring the other student. The lesson at that time I learned, I was feeling very sad, but my parents always told me, like, if you know your skills, if you are confident enough, you will find your way. I didn't realize it at that time, but I just kept moving, like, if unhone kaha hai to sahi kaha hoga, kind of thing. You moved up. I was till 10th standard when I reached it. I was all-rounder kind of student in all the social extracurricular activity, and I was reasonably a good student in my academics as well. I scored amazing grade in 10th grade, so I decided to go to other city to pursue the better education in a bigger city and everything. Somehow I could not got the sense or could not adjust into that new environment. That was the another struggle, because the background, the upbringing, the education level, the talk level, it was so different to match with, and I think it was too much. So I could not pass in subjects, and in other words, I failed in all the subjects. And today I'm saying proudly this because it was in a way a learning lesson for me, that when we see something, it's not always the great thing. You need to know what is good for you, not good for the society. Till the moment you feel like you are comfortable doing something, you are comfortable doing something, you know your abilities, and then you take a steps, you will go towards the success. But at that time, in a teenage, you have a peer pressure, you have a society pressure and everything. So somehow I was kind of depressed at that moment. But again, the family, friends, they come together, and I opted for the arts degree. My parents, they were like, it's okay, Harita, if you don't want to study, don't study. I was that much fortunate. In the university, I wanted to enroll in the university. There was a famous earthquake where we lost our house. There was no good educational institution in my town, so I went to pursue my university at another big city. I remember the first day of my uni. I was sitting with a watchman because I didn't know anyone. It was a big city. I'm coming from a small town girl, didn't know anyone and everything. But again, as I said, when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your ability, the things, you will find your way on your own. So I opted for my NSS, that's a National Service Scheme things, and I was very much active into community activities and all that thing. Fortunate enough that my 3 or 4 years of hard work paid off when I received 2 national awards from Government of India. And on the 4th year, I was at the Commonwealth platform as an India's only female representative and standing next to the Secretary General of Commonwealth. It was a proud event. And I would say the struggle at that time was, I studied in a Gujarati medium school. I wasn't fluent in English. I said English aati nahi thi at that time. And I got chosen to present the final communique and to present the whole presentation, that what you did in a Commonwealth Youth Forum at Malta. I was struggling, I was nervous, and I was like, if I do good, people will say India did good. If I do not good, people will say India did not do good. So I was in a dilemma of what to do, to accept that challenge or not to accept the challenge. I like the challenges in a way, so I accepted, and I was like, no, I will be the person who will represent the community. I did that, and I got round of applause for whatever we have done, presented with that. And it was a proud event from, it was like a dream come true to stand next to the, heads of a Commonwealth family in a way, Secretary General Dr. McKinnon. And from that onwards, the journey started, and I also represented India at the various of the Commonwealth thing. Now, representing India at the international level, and then somehow the destiny brought me to Australia, where I tried to apply for the work or the job. I got rejections saying you are overqualified, you cannot work. So I started doing small markets over the weekends, just to make my pocket money. That was the intention. Overqualification hurt me a lot. Then my journalism had come up, and I did my journalism, so I'm there. I got to work with one of the prestigious institution, and at the beginning I got the casual work, 3 hours work, and I was traveling 5 to 6 hours to work for those 3 hours. That journey also paid off. The struggle paid off. The community received my way of journalism, the way I was doing the positive stories, covering the community issues, raising that, and I got lots of recognition from the various of the institution from Sydney for my work as a journalist. So the struggle is always there. It's never been easy way for any single woman. So some women struggle in one way or someone other way. That was my struggle from the school to reaching here. And now somehow I'm joining the another journey of being entrepreneur, a businesswoman. So it's another way of journey. But as I often say, every day is the new beginning, every moment. When you have confidence in you, when you know your skills, when you know your ability, just have a faith on you. Don't worry about what people say. Because log to kuch bhi kahenge. No matter what you do, people will say something. Don't listen to that. Listen to the good things which boost your confidence, that boost your ability, that show you a right path. And one of the favorite line that I can never ever forget in my life, it's when I did my first ever interview with the media. The lady from Gru Shobhan, Geeta Kapoor, she put the title of my interview, Harita Kabhi Harna Nahi Sikhi. That means Harita has never learned to accept the defeat. And that's my motivation kind of thing. Whenever I'm sad, I'm depressed, challenged, nervous, this line makes me move on. So you can change the name Harita Kabhi Harna Nahi Sikhi, say put your name and have that light always in front of you. I think that's one of the biggest motivation for anyone. But yes, know your ability, know your skills, have a confidence in you, have a faith in you. This 4 mantras is the best to overcome any challenges on any field in the life.
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
So being a woman, there are a lot of things we always put a question mark against our thing. But what I would suggest, or what I would give a message or thoughts or sharing or whatever on this occasion is, number one, always have a faith in you, in yourself. Be kind to you, because women, we always judge ourselves against one parameter or the other parameter. And See, nobody is perfect. So we are not perfect. We are human beings. So stop judging you. Be kind to yourself. Be confident. Always be confident. Whatever you are doing, it's your own way to see the thing, your own way to to interpret the thing, your own way to face those challenges. So be confident in your skill. The mantra which I love the most is the title or the heading of the first ever interview of mine published by Guru Shobha magazine. And the journalist Geeta Kapoor, she put it, Harita kabhi harna nahi sikhi. And if I want to translate it, it's like Harita never accepts the defeat. I would say you can change Harita with your name, or you can put your name out there. And that mantra will keep you going on this day. And say, we women are the torch bearers. Every moment is the new beginning for us. Every day we can try something fresh. And so far as the gender equality is concerned, we are the torch bearer, and we will bring the change. We can bring the change with these two messages. Let's start something every moment, every day. Be confident and believe in your skill, believe in yourself, and never accept defeat. Don't accept defeat.
Namaskar, Kritida ji. Now, please tell us about your struggle story and how you overcame it.
Hello everyone, myself is Kirtida and I'm from Perth, Western Australia. Thank you very much WICCI NRI for giving me the opportunity to talk about my journey, my struggle and my success story. So let's go back to my childhood. I want to share my experience. My dad used to told me that a little girl, when they're little, they always dependent on father. When they grow up and get married, they're dependent on their husband. When they get older, they are dependent on their son. And he was like, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be a self-independent. So that's why he was saying like, okay, you should work and you should be financially independent and self-oriented person. So I think from then, it was always in my mind that I wanted to work and I wanted to be self-independent woman. And I remember my first interview while I was in India. There was a journey, I would say. I sat for the interview and there was a really man-oriented field. There was no woman in that field, I would say. So joining me, that company was, everyone was like, wow. But my dad supported me that time, and so do my husband. I started my journey from there. And after 25 years, I would say, I'm so proud that I did. I had a lot of challenges in my way. I came across with a lot of good people in my journey. I learned a lot from there. Only message I wanted to say is the dedication, determination, and the strong feeling towards your goal always make you achieve what you can achieve in your life. Also, I wanted to send a message to all the women, all the girls around the globe, that every girl and every woman should brave enough to follow their dreams. It's okay if you fail. It's okay if you don't succeed. But it's important how you get up and learn the lessons out of that. Life can give you many, many opportunities. It's like you studied something, the opportunity comes something different. You just go with what your instincts are telling you. You just go with what's your interest are. And no work is small or no work is big. if you know how to make a coffee, you can make like business out of it. You don't need a special skill to do something. So know yourself very well and do the best for yourself. No one else can help you except you. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Friends, now we have Madhushmita with us. Madhushmita ji, please tell us about your struggle story in brief and how you overcame it.
A very good morning to all of you. Myself, Madhusmita Nayak, and I'm so proud to be part of WICC group, NRI group, where we have an association of all beautiful, strong women leaders across the globe. And today is Women Equality Day, and I'm here to celebrate and to share my thoughts on something which we always go through as a woman. Not only women, everyone goes through, but being a woman, we are more prone to such kind of things, and it is very difficult to overcome at those difficult times. So I'm not an exception too. I have gone through many difficult times, and I would like to share one of them is when I was 25 years old and I stepped in Dubai with no relatives, no family, no friends, directly from MBA school. I got a placement in Dubai, and that too in business development. So this was one of the challenge that my seniors, my boss, my reporting boss gave it to me. So just imagine a college going kid, a college going girl, having no experience and so much been in secluded and been surrounded by family members, by parents, by family and friends in India, and suddenly getting exposed to a melting pot like Dubai, city of UAE, and been exposed to diversified nationality, not knowing the local language, having so many nationalities, so many different culture diversity. But believe me, I think that was the blessing in disguise that I have been exposed and I have been experienced such a beautiful country with lots of culture, languages, nationality, gender, and so many things. And this was a learning for me that when I was in business development and I was told with zero experience, with zero knowledge, not even a particular address in Dubai I was knowing, and I was been told to go and hunt clients across UAE. So can you imagine? So this was the situation, and with so much of willpower and my support of my mentor, I'm so glad that I achieved his targets. Not only his targets, I outperformed with flying colors by becoming the first lady in the business development to have the highest account in the region. So that's a changing point, and that is why I'm so happy for being a change maker for in the company itself, to being a role model. However,
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
and as a woman, I will like to convey a message to all my women friends, family, colleagues, and my sisters across the globe. Like, being a woman, it's always good to collaborate. It's always good to communicate and collaborate, but not compete. So that is the biggest weakness when and threat to our women fraternity when it starts, when women starts to compete among women. So it is not okay. So everyone has his own strengths, own weaknesses. So let's prosper in our own aim and what we want to do, who we are, what is our purpose of life. Find it. It takes a lot of time to really find out the purpose of life. So I can see the transition that happens, that when you do your own self assessment, you come to know what is your strength, what is your calling for, what is that you are aiming for, especially the purpose, the service, and the significance. So these three things, if we have a control, and we know that if we can empower even one single woman in our life, that is more than enough. No one is telling to change, go and change the entire world. It is that the only thing that matters is making a difference in your own capability, in your own reach. That is something which every woman can contribute in any way, rather in every way, for making a beautiful difference and making a beautiful community for ourselves, which is better, safer, and brighter than today. Thank you so much, and wishing you all a happy, happy, happy Women Equality Day. Let's celebrate our success and let's dream for a better and brighter future. Thank you.
Namaskar, Parul ji. Friends, now we have Parul Mehta with us. Parul ji, please tell us your struggle story and how you overcame it.
Hi, I'm Parul Mehta from Sydney, Australia. I am founder and CEO of this Indian matrimonial. And yes, thank you for the opportunity about allowing me to talk about the struggles that I've had. Now, with like everybody else, I too have my own share of struggles. And could it be weight loss? Could it be, self-confidence? Could it be fitting in with the people? My struggles were always regarding me fitting in with the crowd. And also it was all about my inner strength, that I always felt I was somehow lesser than everybody. That's how I grew up. I don't know why I was so much impacted by everybody around me, but I always felt that I had a big shoe to fill, and I could not be so much bothered as I was growing up about my development, my growth, everything. It's only when I migrated to Australia I realized that, yes, I can do things. I always don't have to go through the, the motion that the society narrates for me, kind of a thing. So say a few struggles that I went through. I always was a little bit on a heavier side. Though I walked, exercise every day, I always remained on a physically body overweight side. So that was the biggest thing. And no matter what I did, I could not lose weight. I could go up and down, but never, I was never 50 kilos. So that is my biggest struggle. And another struggle, because of that, I always stayed shy to come on the forefront. I always chose to take a backbench, easy approach, everything. I also became a little bit more gullible, not necessarily from the weight issue, but obedience, my upbringing, whatever it was. And I never took myself that seriously. That are my biggest struggle. And if I, go in flashback, and if I had a chance to relive my life, right from my 20s, I would have changed the way I would have seen myself. But anyway, this platform is to identify what normal people can do like myself, and also encourage everybody, so we all learn from each other. I'm looking forward for everybody else's chats as well. So struggle, the main struggle I had was believing in myself and putting myself as a best priority. And it's only last 3 or 4 years now that my kids have grown up. I have a little bit time for myself. I can think what I wanted to be. Do I always want to be known as somebody's wife, somebody's daughter, somebody's mom, somebody's friend, or I want to have an identity of myself? And one day I decided, no, I would be known by Parul Mehta. Whatever I do, it would be based on community service. It would be for the humanity. It would be meaningful, and it would be something very respectful. Now, what I choose to do is a different thing, but my goal was set. And I'll tell you how I went about it.
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
All right, so this is the second, answer. How did I overcome my struggle? So, very simple. As I mentioned, the day I was awakened, the day I realized that I need to be known as Parul Mehta and not known as Dr. Labdi Mehta's mom or, Niket's wife, or this one's daughter, or this one's sister, or this one's friend, or nah, Parul Mehta. And that was good enough. Every day I had to get up and I have to think that I am either equal to everybody else or I'm better to them. For example, any movie star, any politician, anything, I would have one person to read about, Google about in a day. So say, for example, if I would have seen, say, Michelle Obama, for example, then I would say, yeah, she comes across as such a strong first lady of the nation. Sure, she has kids issues. Sure, she has, husband issues. She has the family issues. But she doesn't have to, show it to the whole world. She doesn't have to feel miserable about all those things in her life. When she is in forefront, she is the strongest lady I've ever known. Same thing, any leader, anybody I every day. So my mission was to Google one female lady that I can take inspiration from, and then try and compare what they would have done to get to the front row. Once I identified that sequence, it was easy. Then I started believing in myself that everybody else out there is exactly like me. Some people choose to highlight the profile, and some people choose to take a back seat. Doesn't matter. I have chosen to take a front seat. I have chosen to take a highlight, in a ahead kind of a thing. So yeah, do active networking. Go out and meet people. Talk to people. Don't lose your core value. Don't suck up to people. Don't be cheap. Like, that's not what I'm asking. But yeah, invest some good time into quality reading, quality, communications. And even if that requires, go out and ask for mentors and do things. So I have done all those things. And each day by day, I've grown into confidence. Now, where I'm sitting now, there were a lot of people who have seen my journey from a nobody to somebody, such a confident influencer woman. So those girls now tell me that, yeah, we really like following you. And that's the achievement. That is what I'm doing this for. It's not about my pride. I've done this. I know that I can do it. If I really want to take another big leap of faith, I can go to extra mile. I know that when the time is right, I'll do that. It's not my time yet. I still have family responsibility. I still need to do what I need to do. So when the time would be right, I'll do that. But at this moment, I'm enjoying every day. Every day now, same homework, follow one female leader and also influence one female who wants to become a leader. 2 goals now. Very easy. So a very simple girl like me who didn't have any aspiration in the life to this is not a joke. It's hard work, calculated hard work, but it works. So my humble request to everybody, if you are struggling with personality like me, don't worry. There is nothing can stop you. Only person is stopping you is yourself. So move, get all those barriers out of the way, and yeah, life is beautiful. Just enjoy.
Now we have Shirin Lakhani with us. Shirin ji, please tell us about your struggle story and how you overcame it.
Evening, Honorable President, Vice President, WICCI NRI Council members, my dear friends listening to this event this evening, and speakers of tonight. So delightful to be a part of this event. Apologies, my video is not working, but great, I'm still here to share my views. Thank you, Shalini ji, for the wonderful introduction, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to share my views and take you all through my life journey and how I am today with all of you. My first encounter after my marriage was leaving my home to study abroad here in Australia with my partner. We all together left our country to start a fresh life being an international student. Life did go very fast as 5 years gone by. We finished our studying, get our permanent residencies, and today we are citizens of Australia. Though life do gives us new twists and turns in every part of our life, and yes, that was one of the things which I have learned from my life. Yes, I have gone through a lot of difficulties in my life, a lot more than what people would have experienced being an international student. But me, with all my courage, I have fought with each and every difficulty of my life, went through all my struggles, and then I took this as an invaluable life experience. So I would say, when life gives you a setback, tell that life that no, that's not a setback, and I will take one step forward each time a struggle comes to me. Now, as I said, that yes, I have fought with too many things. One of those was when I learned that I had cancer. Now, that's a part of life where everyone needs to know what they're going through. But I took that as a mode of confidence in me, as a motivation in me, and as a one step forward. As I had heard a cricketer, Mr. Yuvraj, who had basically experienced this himself, and he said, and I quote, "I know how painful this journey is. No matter how difficult it gets, don't give up." I kept myself motivated all through fighting this deadly disease. Look forward to the beautiful life that is waiting for you on the other hand. So you have to win this battle. So now I do understand. And I think that when he can do it, we all can do it. I even one day heard from many of my own dear friends that scars don't leave your life. And I say, everyone has scars, whether you can see them or not. Wear yours with pride. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. It may be hard to find your silver lining. So when I had my cancer, I was declared that I could not have a kid anymore while I had my hysterectomy. But then I encouraged myself. I built up that confidence and trust in me that someday something will come. But never thought something like COVID would keep us all away from our families. As said by one of the famous persons, I quote Miss Oprah saying, "Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher." So now I want to thank Anarji and Achalaji for giving me the ray of hope and letting me join WICCI NRI Council, which was my one step ahead during my struggle. Thanks for believing in me and having trust in me and giving me ample number of chances to prove myself on different events. Life moved on thankfully as my health situation has improved. And now, when I could share with you all that yes, even with the things which I would say took me apart from my life, and which said that I could not go one step ahead, but then with all my confidence, with all my due diligence, with all my family support, my in laws support, with all their best wishes and with all your best wishes from all my friends from all over the world, God gave me another chance. My aunt and uncle passed away in COVID, but God nurtured them with a little one who now is under my care and calls me a mother. So I would say God had planned something very much different for me, and He wanted me to take my life and my faith to another level and give this child a true life, a life which is worthwhile. So I would say, if you had it, don't lose hope. And because now I know what I have been waiting for, I know exactly why the other processes didn't work. So I was supposed to wait for this little girl. The wait will be worthwhile. I never knew about that. But then the first word, mom, has now basically given my struggle a new hope that I now have to provide the best love and the best future for my daughter. So thank you everyone, and I hope I did not go way beyond my time frame given. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. Thanks. Thank you, Shalini ji, for giving me this opportunity yet again and making me give out more motivation to all our sisters around who has been going through a life of struggle. So I would like to tell them that we all have those days when the challenges we are facing seem insurmountable, when we are not sure how to move forward or to find motivation. These days may surprise us, or small challenges may build up over time and turn into bigger challenges. Whatever the case, sometimes we just need some words of wisdom or some overcoming challenges to give us that extra push we need to keep going. The challenges of leadership is to be strong but not rude, to be kind but not weak, to be bold but not a bully, to be thoughtful but not lazy, to be humble but not timid, to be proud but not arrogant, to have humor but without folly. Take one step in the direction of your dreams and watch the universe perform miracles for you. We all have bad days, weeks, and even months. We all feel helpless and lost at times. However, those are the times when it's most important to look closely at your skills and talents and push forward past the hard times in order to find a life you can be proud of. So, my last but not the least saying to all my sisters would be achieving success is a challenge, but so is struggling. So, you may as well choose success. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Shweta ji. Please tell us your struggle story in brief and how you overcame it.
Hello everyone, my name is Shweta. I am the co-founder of Telenautica Limited, Nigeria. Thank you for giving me this platform to share our short stories about our challenges. So the biggest challenge which I faced when I came to Lagos, Nigeria, was that I had to choose a career option which was never in my plan. So I had to shift from a non-technical background to a engineering company doing all the technical stuff. Initially I was very intimidated how I will take up things, whether I will be able to perform, understand the operations, or to take it anywhere in future. I did not have any clarity. But the one thing which was clear in my mind, that I don't have to stop. I started with a small role in the organization, and I kept building on my knowledge, on my understanding, while contributing to the growth of the company. I am very, very grateful that I got that opportunity, and luckily I did not give up at that time. With my persistent efforts, today I am able to take up all the operations, everything which we are doing, and I'm very proud of it. So the lesson is that you don't have to give up. Keep trying and there is a way.
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
So my biggest motivation is my passion to work for the people around me. And when I see that I am able to bring that change with my work, with my commitment, and there is a little bit of improvement in people around me, it really motivates me a lot. Thank you.
Friends, now we have Shushmita with us. So, Shushmita ji, now we would like to know about your struggle story and how you overcame it.
Good evening, sisters and everyone present today. I would like to thank Ms. Achala and Ms. Anar for inviting me to this Women's Equality Day 2022 online event organized by WICCI NRI Council, celebrating women warriors of all walks of life. Women from different walks of life face very similar challenges, though in different environments. My journey is no different. When I think of the struggles I have faced, I feel that it has made me what I am today. I do not regret any moment or experiences in my life. Yet, there are emotional experiences I remember very clearly as if these happened just yesterday, because it touched me as an individual. Every girl must have grown up facing things like bring a glass of water for your uncle or someone in the family, while our brothers are never asked to do so. My mom would say, you must be back home by 4:30 p.m. before sun sets, while our brothers keep playing till late evening. The dress is too short for you, just cover your knees. Come, help me in the kitchen. And hence, we grow up with many boundaries thinking that it's normal in a girl's life. A mother does this due to her protective instincts or well-intended for girls' upbringing, but it used to make me very angry and upset. I used to struggle with my emotions as a young girl to find the same space and freedom that my brother or boys of my age enjoyed. But times have changed. We have progressed much in society. My daughter and son have grown up as equals, sharing the same space and freedom as independent individuals. However, today I value the upbringing my mother gave me. It is from my mother that I learned family traditions and cultures, how to balance relationships at home and work, how to be patient and mindful. I was also very fortunate that my father was forward thinking, who consciously, when around me, made sure that I learned to be fearless and confident. He engaged me in outdoor sports, discussed corporate life, world politics from a very young age, and gave me the freedom to choose what I wanted to do with my life during my growing years, always being there for me. As I stepped into the corporate world in a leadership role early in my career, I faced major gender bias, as I was the only female regional branch manager in the mobile industry at the time, and one of my key KPIs was to support 300 plus dealers and franchisees. I would often be the only woman in the room during official meetings and engagements. It was a very male-driven industry and profession. However, I would never expect people to treat me differently simply because I was a woman. I faced these biases by just getting on with my work, staying focused on meeting objectives, learning and gaining required knowledge and skill, leading with sheer confidence and conviction that I could achieve the impossible. Staying updated with information and trends, and being competitive and assertive helped me to match up to the challenges I faced during that time and also in subsequent years of my career. We women have specific attributes that are inherent in us, which help us lead in a better, more effective ways in certain situations. We are more organized, flexible, and can make adjustments more easily than men, thus capable of fostering healthy personal and professional relationships. At certain stages of my career, though, I was also blessed to be surrounded by male leadership who cared mostly about getting results and were not gender biased. As a woman leader, I have consciously supported women in my teams to ensure they are given the much needed support to highlight their talent and get equal opportunity to develop their individual skills and grow professionally. While it hasn't been an easy path to corporate success with achievements and rewards received during my past 2 decades of corporate life, I take pride in having provided potential career opportunities and growth to many female professionals alongside their male counterparts.
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
As a woman, we must never stop embracing challenges. When we embrace a challenge, we think beyond the everyday and do more than we thought was possible. I also feel that it's important for women to be more open and talk about their accomplishments and ambitions in life. As a woman, we must never underestimate our ability to achieve great things in life. And we must always support each other. Thank you.
Welcome, Mokshi. Please tell us about your struggle story in brief and how you overcame it.
Hello, friends. My name is Mokshi Berg. I'm a founder director of a non-profit organization known as Indo-Canadian Association. I'm based in Toronto, Canada. Today, I would also like to share my struggles when I moved to Canada as an immigrant. It's never an easy life when you move from your home country to another country as an immigrant. And I had to face the same challenges as any new immigrant has to face. I moved to Canada with my husband and a 6-month-old baby. It was initially very hard to settle down in a new country. My husband started working and I was stay-at-home mom. Whereas in India, I was working in a corporate world and handling my work. It was a total change from something going corporate and then suddenly staying at home as a mom. But you know what? This was one of the chapters of my life which I really enjoy the most when I look back. I got to spend time with my family, with my children. I saw them growing from a baby to a teenagers now. So there's never a regret. but that chapter was one of the difficult ones. While I was with my children, I utilized that time. I used that time to get licensed as a real estate broker in Canada. So the study that I had to do for 1 year, I used that time. And by the time my children started school, I was ready. I was licensed to work. So that's how I overcome that struggle part. And today, after 15 years, I feel I'm a successful real estate broker, founder director of a nonprofit organization, and working towards betterment of my community. Last year, I was appointed as president of WICCI, Central India Canada Business Council. I was also appointed as president of Toronto for World Book of Records. It's a great honor for me. And I feel that if you love your passion, there's no one who can stop you. Thank you.
What one most important suggestion or tip you would like to share with other sisters in the society to overcome such challenges?
The most important suggestion or tip I would share with my sisters is that life is never easy. The journey moves on. There are different chapters of our life. So my suggestion to you would be to be ready for any type of challenge, whether it's staying at home, looking after your children, or working, going out in the world and working and making a place for yourself in your career. Just be strong women. I know as women, we have to wear multiple hats. We are a mother, we are a wife, we are a career woman, we are a community leader, we have passion, we have our own hobbies. We wear multiple hats, but make sure, do whatever you do with passion. That's what my suggestion would be. Get involved in your community. Make a place for yourself. Leave your mark. Leave a legacy behind. Thank you.
Shaniji, please unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. Really, it was so inspiring to listen the wonderful stories from our soul sisters. I hope our audience will like and learn from them. Now, I want to share my self-written poem, which published on India's leading women's websites, Women's Web. मैं सीता नहीं द्रौपदी सी बनना चाहती हूँ, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई सी लड़ना चाहती हूँ, बस आत्मसम्मान से जीना चाहती हूँ, हाथ फैलाना नहीं मंजूर मुझे, इसलिए आत्मनिर्भर बनना चाहती हूँ, अपने निर्णय स्वयं लेना चाहती हूँ, कभी अपने मन का भी करना चाहती हूँ, स्त्री हूँ, आत्मसम्मान से जीना चाहती हूँ, समानता का अधिकार चाहती हूँ. तो वी स्त्री just want this only from the world. Now, I would like to invite Achla ji for her remarks. As we know that she is also a chairperson of Sustainable Future Foundation. So, on behalf of Sustainable Future Foundation, I would like to request her to present the appreciation certificate to the wonderful ladies present here. Achla ji, you are most welcome here.
Sure, so I have
Maybe
to switch off my video. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. I understood you are facing the net
Yeah, so
issue.
I have just, yeah, so, yeah, so thank you so much for that. Uh, Let me first thank Shalini ji for hosting the stage so smoothly and being a part of the council as well. Let me tell my audience that Shalini ji is currently in Doha, Qatar, and she herself is a multi-talented lady, teacher, toastmaster, and most importantly, a wonderful writer. She is the editor of Navchetna International Digital Magazine, and she has been associated as a writer with many famous websites. Women empowerment is the main area for writing, so it's a pleasure for us that she is with us. Let me try to switch on the camera if it's possible. Okay, let me try. So thank you so much, Shalini ji, for hosting this stage for us, and welcome to the family.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As we all know that 2022 Women's Equality Day theme is celebrating women's right to vote. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Uh, the Women's Equality theme 2022 is celebrating women's right to vote. In today's world, women's equality has grown to mean much more than just sharing the right to vote. I hope you agree to me. It is said that progress or development of a nation can only happen when the man and woman of that nation gets equal opportunity, whether it's education field, employment, or even political participation. Women should have the right to vote in every aspect of their life.
Maybe Achlaji's net is disconnected, or she is facing some issues because she is in the railway station. Achlaji, are you connected now? Maybe Achlaji is her net is disconnected. Okay. Now we can see that some ladies are present here. So I would like to invite if they want to say few words for today's event. Mokshiji, do you want to say something? Please unmute yourself. Please unmute.
Thank you so much. And I'm so honored to be a part of this webinar today. You know what? We've come a long way when we look back, talking about gender equality day, but we still have to do a lot of work. We still face some challenges at our workplace, in the community. So it's great to be a part of something like this where we are making a effort that we still have to go a long way to get into equality. Most of the places, as we see, as we have just seen, as we have noticed that at workplace, most of the time the men are still ahead of women. Any organization you go to, you'll see the most of the management is comprised of men. Women are still lagging behind. But I'm still so glad that we've come a long way. A lot of women are into politics now, are into management roles now, community involvement. So there's a lot of things that we have achieved. And let's all work together, support each other, empower women. Let let no one be left behind. Let all support each other. So it's great to be a part of this webinar today. Thank you, Anarji and Achalaji, for organizing this wonderful session. And looking forward to hearing from others as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mokshiji, for being with us. Now, on behalf of Achlaji, I want to just uh, show the certificate for all the wonderful ladies.
I think if it's a physical event, we could have clapped together.
Definitely.
So we missed that clapping. Congratulations, Mokshiji.
Thank you.
Ashla ji, I think you are connected now. If Shirin ji, you want to say something, please, stage is yours.
Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all my soul sisters around the globe. Thank you, Shalini ji, for the best host
Can't hear
this
you.
evening. Can you hear me? Am I audible now? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Shirin ji, yes.
Okay. Good evening, all my soul sisters, once again. And thank you all for taking your time today for coming into this event with the time frames. I can understand globally all time changes, but thank you so much for everyone joining the session today and everyone listening to us this evening. Thank you, Anarji, Achilaji, for giving us this opportunity for me to be a part of this event. And thank you, Shalini for the best introduction and also for taking us through this journey of women equality day today. Last but not the least, I really wanted to share a small clip just in a form of audio, just as a part of today's event. I'm pretty sure you all should be able to listen to it through my phone, but not sure exactly. But let's try if I can play this. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I saw your message. You want to play this.
Please let me know if you guys can hear this.
Yes, yes. Yes, we can.
बेटियां 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 लड़के की तरह लड़के भी मुट्ठी बांध के पैदा होते हैं लड़के की तरह लड़के भी माँ की गोद में हंसते रोते हैं करते शैतानियाँ दोनों एक जैसी करते मन मानिया दोनों एक जैसी दादा की छड़ी दादी का चश्मा तोड़ते हैं दुल्हन के जैसे वो काजल ओढ़ते हैं भूख लगे तो रोते हैं लोरी सुनकर सोते हैं आती है दोनों की जवानी बनती है दोनों की कहानी दोनों कदम मिलाकर चलते हैं दोनों दीपक बनकर जलते हैं
Okay, now with hearing this small clipping, I would say if the song itself says that both kids are equal in all, then who are we to basically discriminate them? So let's all get together and make sure that we basically say each and every woman is equal to a man. As Mokshiji said, yes, we are still behind, lagging behind in the front of offices. No, we will make sure that we will come and stand at that position at the management level someday or the other. We are all trying. So good luck all the women, and thank you so much for letting me share this small clip with you all. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Shirin ji. Really, it was so nice. Thank you for sharing this. Ashla ji also get connected. Ashla ji, will you continue or should I give the vote of thanks?
No, please go ahead. And it's really nice to hear all the stories and best wishes for the future to everyone. Did Mokshiji wants to say something? I think she did
No, she
already.
already spoke. She already
Okay,
spoke.
I missed a lot of, so it's okay. Shalini please continue for vote of thanks.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay.
One more thing, I just want to add that certificates will be given personally also to
Okay.
their email IDs. It's not just physical, it's not just virtual video. Congratulations to everybody.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much, Ashla ji. So, friends, with this, I would like to congratulate again all our sisters for their contribution towards society. I would also like to thank our NRI Council President, Ms. Anar Mehta, and our Vice President, Achla Bhupendra, for leading the idea of this event and constant support. I would also like to thank SRISHTI Bharat and Sustainable Future Foundation for supporting this event. I would also like to say special thanks to our technical team, our creative team, and who manage several aspects of this event. Last but not the least, I would like to say big thanks to all the beautiful and the energetic council member for your commitments and your passion, and the very lovely audience also. Without you, it was not possible at all. Thank you once again. Bye. Good night.